Broadcasting. It's sending out frames, but okay. Alright, now I think we're back live on YouTube again. So, sorry for the problems. If you're just now watching, just now catching us, or you're seeing the second stream for today, we're having internet issues. Oh man, they drive me nuts. I'm sure everybody upstairs, I know I'm streaming, probably know I'm already a little ticked off from yesterday's issues. Now they're not going to be able to connect, and know I'm having problems if they can't connect, because I'm all direct wired down here, so if I have issues, I know they're having issues. But anyway, welcome back if you do join us again or end up watching the second video of Monday night. We're going to try, see how it goes. Hopefully we'll have people show back up. Had a few people in here and then it just, ta-doom, it's dead. No. That was kind of like, I guess, kind of like last night. It was like, for a race, you know, we had have an hour of practice before a race. It's a team race, just between team members. So we all get in there, we practice for an hour, and then we go into our race. And same thing happened. Got in the whole hour of practice, almost. Well, actually, a little over an hour of practice in, because we got a little started late on the qualifying. And as soon as qualifying started, my whole thing just disconnected. They were trying to wait for me. I got back on. I could get audio from them and talk with them, but I couldn't get connected back into the room where we were racing at. And just told them, go ahead, you know, who knows if I was going to be able to connect. It was, we were having two races that night anyway, so I was just like, I'll miss one, but if I can get into the second one at least, that's the double points race. And so they went into qualifying. Qualifying's 5 minutes. I reset everything, got back in, and about 30 seconds before qualifying was done, I was able to get back in, but I didn't want to have to restart the room and reorganize everybody to get them in the right place. We've done it before and let the people back in, and we just put them at the back of the field. And I was like, no, don't worry about it, just go ahead and keep going. So then I watched their whole race, no problems. After that race gets done, we had a quick kind of practice round for the next race. It was a similar track, just the long version of it. And so I got in, did the practice on that, no problem. Get into qualifying, no problem. Got all my qualifying in. Crap qualifying as it was, but got all qualifying in. Start the race up. I get in, I think I was probably in 3/4 of a lap. And these laps were about 2 minutes long, so I was probably in there about a minute and a half. And it crashed again on me, and there's no way of getting back into a race after that. So it was like, I shut everything down. I was just kind of perturbed after that point. I was like, anybody else in the house having problems? Nobody at the time was using the internet, so it was like, internet, why must you be such a pain? Where are we at now? Well, okay, yeah, I guess my recording time is still up into 50 minutes. So the new video is now only 7 minutes long. So, in case you just catch the second version of this, there is a previous version before we went silent. But I want to just kind of start the same thing and going, welcome to the Booga Box here. And hope y'all are having a good weekend. Or a good week. And had a good weekend. I didn't count these out beforehand. I hate it when I do that with MOBAs. 2, 4, 5, 6, so one more. I normally like to count them out before I start putting them together, or I'll just sit there and make a MOBAs till it's so tight that you couldn't fit anything else in. Or I'll make it one short because I miscount. Sometimes I'll notice though, if I put it down beside other ones, going, hey, that one looks different. It looks short. So, anyway, thank you all. If you're watching later, just now catching it and coming back, if you come back to it, great. I thank you for that too. And sorry for the issues. If everything continues to go okay, I'll probably just go ahead and leave them as is and not delete them and put up the video, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. And if you're just catching the second video, we're working on purse frames. Real quick, I'll show you the ones I did. This is a basic 4-in-1 with expansions out to kind of make it a circle, kind of like a co-op thing, and then I did it on both sides. Currently has 7 1-inch balls in it to fill it out for show. Came out pretty good. I think it probably might be able to be a little bit better, but I'm pretty happy with it. We did a small version. I got these keychain purse frames. This is a small version here. I got a little piece of chainmail stuff I put inside of it just to fill it out. I moved the other two off to the side already. I don't want to grab those again right now. But I've been trying different versions of doing different purse frames. Playing around, goofing around. Having fun. And like I was saying before in the other video, in this size, I'm going to work on doing a mixture of some 4-in-1 and actually I might do a 6-in-1. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to try to do it steampunky. I'm going to add in, I've got all kinds of different styled gears. These are just a couple that I have sitting out right now. I got some are bigger, some are smaller. But I got some different size gears there, and I was thinking that'd be kind of a neat little thing to do. So I'm going to probably work up one like that. Holding off on doing the normal 4-in-1 wrong way and right way, kind of like this one is, but bigger framed. That's about the size of the two size differences here. But yeah, I'm going to do a bigger one. I already got the ring on there. In those forms, but I figure those will be pretty simple, so I've been holding off on those. It's like I'm going to try the different stuff now. I want to try something, something that might not work. I've taken apart two other versions I've done in a slightly different weave. I was trying to do a Japanese 6-in-1, and I wasn't digging the look of it. I think it was more the ring sizes I had chosen for it. So I did pull that one apart, and I was saying earlier too, I don't know if I pulled that other one apart or not. I don't see it sitting over there. I might have, but sometimes I forget. I pulled stuff apart if it's not that far into it. If I got some decency into it, some decent time into it, sometimes I'll leave it and see if I can play with it and make it work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But it is what it is. But anyway, if you're watching this video, you can go check out the first half of the video, or first 30-ish minutes or so before it died, on our Facebook and YouTube. Twitch, I'm not sure about. Twitch, some will save it for a little while, but the other places, they kind of save them until you get rid of them. So you can go over there, find it, go and list it in times, or if you just go down the wall in the Booga box on Facebook, it'll be the second video. And it will say Medium Project Monday. I need 6 for this one, so I got 6. So we'll go ahead and start getting these put together. And it was kind of sucky too, man. I had John in here, I had Lori in here. And I actually had 2 on Facebook, or YouTube. I don't think I have, I don't have anybody back on YouTube right now. Looks like I got my... I don't know if I should call it a viewer on Twitch or not. I'm unsure. Because it seems like every time I always seem to have one. And I don't know if it's a real one. Or if it's considering my page that I'm managing for it as one. It's one thing I've not quite figured out. So I normally don't end up counting that one. But if it says 2 viewers, then I know I've got at least one. At least that's how I'm thinking of it. And that's what I've been going with. So it looks like I lost all my viewers tonight from the mishap. But if you come back to watch this later, good to have you come back. Hopefully we'll have a couple people show back up. I don't know. But I'm actually hoping I actually see Sean do a stream tonight. Sean over at Mailworks. He's another chainmail streamer. I've added his links here every once in a while, so go check his stuff out. He works on chainmail for the streams, but his main thing is doing. Though he is starting to add some other things, I guess. Here he was talking about this last week, but most of the stuff is printed chainmail items, T-shirts, shirts, hats, shoes, all kinds of cool chainmail printed items. So over at Mailworks, go over there, head over there. If you just scroll down my feed on my Facebook page, the Booga Box, you'll see a link to one of his streams here recently. Go back just a little bit. I'll have the links to his pages too, from when I bought some shirts and whatnot. I'm ready to buy some more shirts there, Sean, if you're listening or watch this later. I'm looking to get that red t-shirt. He's got a blue one that I want to get for sure, but I was hoping he could get me a red version of that done too, because I'm planning on getting the baseball style jersey in red. I have it currently in blue, but I want to get it in red, and I wanted to do the save on some shipping. If I could get the t-shirts in both versions too, I was wanting to get those. Just mostly so for 2-day events I can have shirts, or 3-day events. I guess I do have some 3-day events we do. I can still, not happen to wear the same shirt all 3 days. That wouldn't be quite right. But I do like wearing them out to events. People are like, hey, you got a shirt that's patterned the same way as your chainmail here. That's kind of a neat thing. And I closed that and forgot to put it on my stack. Duh. And if you ever watch too much of me, you'll see that happens quite often. Too many does. I will say I don't have as many does when I'm not streaming. I still have them, but I swear I have more and more when I'm streaming. And I think a lot of it just comes down to me jibber-jabbering while I'm working. I will talk to myself, but not constantly. Alright. Let's get you all up in there. Missed one. There you go. Good boy. Good ringy. We're on to that other camera now, so I need to watch where I'm at. We're just coming up on our hour, so being that we had the problem and we're not having a whole lot, I might just go ahead and just kind of have 2 30-minuters about tonight and call it good, since I don't want to have another problem, and I hope we don't have another problem, but it'd be nice if that was the only time it happens tonight. But normally when it happens once, it'll happen several times before the evening's out. And that's why it drives me nuts. Alrighty, so we got those. So we'll connect up this row, see where we're at after that. Maybe I'll just throw together some more MOBA centers, and then we close up shop. I don't know. I'm having kind of some fun here working on this, so I hate to stop it. But, I guess if I did stop it early, I could get the dishes done real quick, and then get the cats fed and shot done somewhat early for tonight. This whole week's gonna be a little weird though, like I said. That's 2 there. No, I'm going through the wrong one. I was like, why, how, what? And this Friday, another football game. It's actually, they're doing their glow show thing, which is kind of a cool little thing they do. All the kids, they shut off the stadium lights, and all the kids dress up in glow-in-the-dark stuff. Some of them have LED lights, some have glow sticks, and it's kind of a neat little thing. And then up early the next morning so we can head out. They're going to Trenton this week. It's a small little town, but it's called Missouri Days. They've had it for like 35 years or something now, and they have a band competition for that. And it's kind of a neat thing, but there's a little bit of a drive to it, and it is a long day by the time you're done, because I'll need to leave here probably, I'm thinking 9:30, 10ish. I might be able to push till 11. I got to check out the schedule because the Flag Corps, they have a competition, indoor competition, and the drum line. And then the band finally gets on the field at like 5:45. Then you got awards that are like 6:30 to 7, somewhere in there. And normally on a night like that, I get home around 10 from Trenton. I've gone to this competition several times through the years, so kind of gotten used to it. It is a long day, though. I guess the only positive plus, it would have to be like a 6:30 start, but they're not doing the parade competition part, I guess. Because you can get into the parade competition, they have the Flag Corps indoor competition, the drumline indoor competition, and then the field competition for a full band. So it is a full day, at least for the bands. I mean, I guess it's a whole weekend thing up there. They start on Friday night, Saturday, have some more stuff Sunday. And I've actually thought about going up there with my chainmail. And having a tent. But I'm always so involved with doing the band stuff, it's like, I don't want to take away from that too much. I normally just try to give me October as my band month, and then I can get back into my chainmail. But I'm getting older, and I don't know when I'm gonna stop. I know I'm gonna hate it when I stop helping out the band, but there is gonna have to be a time here at some point that I will kind of have to do retiring of doing the band stuff. I've done it fully, like I'm currently doing it, for about the past 12 years. It's been really about 16 years that I've been doing something of sorts. When I was doing some middle school stuff, when my youngest was in there, and then I started getting more and more into it and liking it, then I started going back and helping out my old high school, and so then I probably started getting into it. And there was a few years there when my youngest was in band that I was actually doing 2 different schools. I was doing her school plus my old school, and that was crazy. But I'm getting older. It's getting harder to travel around as much. I mean, I'm not that old, but I carry around, I've got my camera bag. I've got 4 or 5 cameras normally going in there with lenses and flashes and extras to hold this on and that on, and magnets and stuff so I can mount on top of cars to get video of parades. And it gets, well, we know all that. I also got to take along, the 4 or 5 tripods. So I've got a separate bag for that. And I'm lugging around, 50 pounds worth, 60 pounds worth of equipment. And it's getting a little tough when I'm getting older here. I will say that. So, what did I do? I screwed up somewhere. Well, it was at the beginning here. How did I do that? That one there. I guess it's basically I just need to take this one out. I'll just have to take out the whole Mobus, I suppose. Probably the easiest thing. If I try to move it down 1, then that means I'm going to have to move all of them down 1, and that'll kind of blow. Take longer anyway. If I can just pull this one out. Let's see here. We'll do that one and this one. I gotta pull away to find the closure though, so there we go. We're in the upper camera now too, so alright. So basically this one needs to come out. So let me pull these 2. It doesn't happen a lot. I try not to have to pull apart stuff during the stream, but it can happen. We'll be doing that this time, I guess. So we'll pull that one and this one. Find the closure. There it is. And actually leave it on that side, and then I can just use that to connect back to that one. No? Yeah. Yeah, let me lay it out flat and make sure I don't screw it up again. as I was ending. I had the right count on my Mobu circles, roses, whatever, but then at the end it wasn't matching up right. And I still put that ring. Oh, there it goes. No, yeah, I put that one on backwards. I need to come through the other side. There we go. Yeah, she's all fixed. At least that ring. Need to double check it for the rest of the rings though. Let's see here. Now, how did I still twist that one up? Did I twist the wrong way? Alright. You're giving me problems here, mister. We don't like to have these sorts of problems. Alright, so that's flat. So I need to come through the top. That will be there. If this doesn't work, maybe it's time to hang the pliers up tonight. Here we sort of... No! What did I do again? I don't know why I keep doing that. Alright, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and give it its upper connection here. This one I can't screw up, right? I say that, and I'm going to screw it up. Alright, single is properly connected to both. So, you would think it would be simple just to go through and back up. We're going to try this again and see if I can screw it up. Alright, everything's still the same way. It's all going in the proper direction. I'm through them like I should. And what is the outcome? Did it work? Oh, finally. I don't know what in the world I was doing. That was just the craziest, weirdest, I'm unsure of thing. How I kept doing it wrong. I'm like, I just did all those, and how can I just screw this one up? I'm doing them the same way. Through and up, through and up, through and up. Just not my week, I guess. It started yesterday. I'd rather start the week on a Monday going bad, not on my Sunday. And then I got one more for that. Yeah. So if I can connect these two without a problem, I'll finally finish off this row. It's taking me so much longer than it should have. Stupid rings. Yeah, back up here. I'm on this camera, dummy. I guess it's kind of one thing that'll be good if I get the background going and I put a camera on myself, then I don't have to worry about being in the camera view of two of them. Other than you'll see me looking back and forth left and right all the time. Alright, finally. Jeez. Then I guess the other thing is, do I want to leave it square at the bottom or do I want to bring it down to a point? Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it square. I think square would be better. I guess if I decide to try something else, I could always go and try it with more, but being like this, like I said, with putting bigger rings in there, I'm hoping it'll give me a little bit better expansion so that I can have it more full, let's say. Ooh, look at, see what I'm going here. I always got to get, and that's the other part here, when it's curved together straight down, but you want to kind of have it be able to open up inside, so I probably could have gone a little looser one row sooner, and it would have, but it's still got some decent movement there, so that's good. Where are we at now? We're at an hour and 10 minutes overall if you count in both videos. So I do think we're going to go ahead and probably go ahead and shut it down for the night. Let me go ahead and put me back on my upper camera here. If I can figure out pushing buttons properly. Jeez. It's just one thing after another. One thing after another. So I do thank anybody that did join us earlier, and if you come back and watch us, see that we started a second video. I'm sorry that we had issues. Hoping, you know, things will get better this week. I'm sure hoping. But I hope your guys' week ends up being pretty good, or really good, let's say. At least better than mine has started. But we will be back on Wednesday night for a small project night. I already mentioned it tonight. We're going to do probably Morris Rose. I think I'm going to make up a Morris Rose bracelet because I've done it once. I thought I had done it more than once, but I know I've done it once because I never made it into anything. It was just I made a little strip of it, almost bracelet length, and I doubled it just so I knew how to do it. And then I could have swore I'd done a bracelet after that, but I can't find them anywhere. I actually might have, but it was so long ago I sold them and don't remember it selling them. So I'm going to make up a couple more. I know I'm going to make up one for the wife. So I do thank everybody again for joining us. Don't forget, you can check us out on YouTube and Twitch. I want to thank everybody for watching who's made purchases from us over the past several months. It's been great to have y'all doing so, and hope to see you back and either viewing us or getting some more stuff. Like I said, if you're a chain mailer, go to my website and check out. I'm starting to add more and more things. I'm going to add some of these purse frames. I'm going to sell some of these. I'm going to sell some of the smaller ones. I've got several different style clasps. And I was just slowly adding to it. Eventually I'd like to start adding some rings, but that's still a little while down the road. I want to make sure I have good rings out there before I really start doing that. I mean, my rings, I like them how they come out. I think they're great anyway, but if I'm going to have to mass produce them, you know, I've got to have to figure out a time-wise to make them worth it. But again, we will be back on Wednesday. Hope you all have a good week, and we'll